Assalamu alaikum and once again welcome you in the macroeconomic class, and in this lecture I am discussing about the aggregate supply. Aggregate supply, as we have discussed the aggregate demand in the previous lectures. Now aggregate supply is the supply side, which is aggregate supply is the total output firms or economy produces at given price or prices in a given time period. It is the total amount of the goods and services an economy can produce, or the total firms can produce. Means all the goods and services produced within an economy, and simply we say that's the GDP, the total supply of the goods. This is also the GDP from the supply side. Simply is the GDP, total output of the country. And what are the events that increase or decrease the aggregate supply? The events that increase or decreases the aggregate supply. What are the factors or what are the events that may increase or decrease the aggregate supply in economy? And one of the factors is the increase of the population. If the population of any country increases, it means the labor supply increases. It increase in the labor supply means now you have more labor. Increase in the population means more labor is available. The more human power will be available. It means more people are available to produce the goods and services. And another is the increase in the stock of physical capital. Another factor which is very important and which cause the aggregate supply to increase is the increase in the availability or the stock of the physical capital, the tools, the machines, the factories, and these factors increases the countries or the economy's overall supply level will also increases. And another factor which is increasing the aggregate supply is the technological progress. And innovations. Whenever the new technology is developed, due to the increase in the technological innovations, newer the technology, the better the production abilities and economies have. So when we have the new technology, we can produce more items with the available resources, and the aggregate supply curve of an economy increases. So in simple terms, we say that aggregate supply equal to the GDP, gross domestic product. So aggregate supply is the total output firms Instead of using firms, we can write an economy produces at given price level and a given time or time period, whatever suits you. So total output an economy can produce at available price level. And what are the factors which are causing the supply curve to increase or decrease? Is the population, means labor, means human power. When population increases, it means the labor force increases. More labor will be available and even cheaply available. Increase in physical stock of the capital means machinery or tools. The number of these items increases the production, and another is the technological progress or innovations. When we have the new technology, the output can also be increased. So in simple terms, we say that aggregate supply equal to the GDP. So this is simply the introduction of the aggregate supply. In the next class, I will be discussing with you about the shift factors which are causing the shift in the supply. But before concluding this class, I am simply giving you the example of the aggregate supply curve. Here we write the price level, here we write the real GDP. Aggregate supply curve. You can see that supply is directly related with the price level. Higher the price level, more will be the aggregate supply. But an economy can reach the full employment level. From that point or from that level, there will be no increase in the supply, whatever the price level. But this will be, I will discuss all these points in the coming class, in the next class, related with the factors affecting or causing shift in the supply. So thank you very much for watching my video.